My feeling is that horses, they picked up on what's going on for us, and they're incredible herd animals that help each other feel safe, and they are also prey animals, so they can feel what's happening in the environment. I guess something innately that I've always felt is the connection you can have with a horse, and if you're in a bad mood, they pick up on it. As a kid, I always trained thoroughbreds with my mum Pauline, and absolutely loved it, loved being connected with horses in different ways. And so I guess I kept thinking that I would train eventually. But slowly I found out about a different way of working with them, and that really captured me.
I'm an organisational psychologist and I run a business called Peoplescape, and we work in the corporate world mostly, and what we do is focus on how do you drive positive behaviour change for individuals and teams that stick and last over time. I heard about this concept of equine assisted therapy and I initially thought it was a load of rubbish perhaps, but as I looked at it and saw it, I thought, oh, there could be something to it. A lot of the times I get asked, what's the most innovative thing that you're doing? What's new, what's contemporary, what's different? And when I had a look at this, I thought this could really add to the work that we already do.
And a work environment that gets it, you can just call people, and get them to breathe. You can say, okay, just breathe deeply. Like, it's simple things. So we're nailing this.
And what I was fascinated to see was that when I started getting ahead of myself and I got into my head, the horse stopped following and the horse didn't move. But when you could let go of that and really just focus on your gut, your heart, and relax and not try to control the horse, it naturally followed you. So it was fascinating. So it was like it gave you immediate feedback about what was going on for you inside your own body and your own head.
Each day I do this with a group, I'm learning so much because I can't control the variables.
You're only about 1.5 meters away now. Put your hand out and let the horse come towards you. Stay calm.
Going into the yard at the end of the day with my eyes closed, it's definitely not something I would have been able to do at the beginning of the day. However, by the end of the day, I was definitely a little bit more comfortable.
They need to be comfortable and step into their learning zone, but be really responsible for how they feel. So if fear comes up, they can say, hey, I want to step out, or can you help me? So for them to be vulnerable and open about how they actually feel in the moment.
Certainly I felt very safe, and Jess Liston, who we're working with today, helps to create that safe environment, and she seems to be good at judging where everyone is at. And if you're more experienced at this kind of thing, if you've done mindfulness and breathing and those kind of things, sounds like she'll challenge you a bit more. If you haven't done much of this, she'll go a bit slower. So I think she creates that safe environment.
But for me, I want to share that they can help everyone, all of us. There's nobody who couldn't gain something, even if they don't want to be near the horse, by observation, if that's in their comfort zone or learning zone. That in itself can help them reflect on how they're showing up in the world.
Jess obviously has extensive experience working with horses, and she's extremely knowledgeable when it comes to the transferable leadership skills. So that was really refreshing to understand her perspective on how working and interacting with horses is transferable to what we do working with organisations and leaders in the workplace.
I've got a real passion connecting with people as well, so I kind of figured that we could connect both and help people learn about themselves through working with horses.